Ohayou gozaimasu, minasamon. Yes, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. And today we're back here. We're back here in the city of Tokyo, back in my roots. Yes. And really interesting. This is actually you'll see right here, this is the station of Akihabara. Tokyo right now is just such a popular destination for tourism and that. And Akihabara, I've been interested in buying a unit here in Akihabara for about 15 years, and I could almost see the Akihabara boom coming from the 1990s when Tokyo wasn't all that popular of a place as it is right now. And it's just such a huge, popular place that here in just look the reason I started here on this one particular page is there is hardly anything available in the market for like a cheap price or anything like that. If we were to move this up here, the one that we're going to look at today is right here. uh, as you know, from fans of this channel, all 175 of you subscribers, uh, most of the bottom bands here in the Akihabara neighborhood, you see this mark right here that says owner change, and once you put on the owner change, it gives you a sesame or like a exclamation explanation. By the way, 33 days without coffee, doing pretty well. Of that, this is a rented unit, and that when you buy this place and you take possession of it, you cannot live in it. You're taking over the rental contract. But all this stuff here in the lower bands here are is either owner. This one here is owner change. This one here, I looked at this one here for 2,180 mon or Nisen 180 mon, and this is on rented land. So any of the stuff here in the Akihabara neighborhood right here that are in the lower bands, okay, you'll see this one here is an owner change as well. Nothing that you can really buy and take possession is available in the lower price bands. If you go up here to the green one here, this should come about 4,000 mon, okay? And or is it with 3,180 mon, 26 meters, and that's Sonzen Hyakuhachijuman. So any of the stuff that you can take possession of in the great Tokyo neighborhoods right now is going up in price, and the reason that these ones that go for cheaper is because you can't take them over. Here again, you see here owner change, owner change. So any of the stuff in this neighborhood that's in a sort of lower price range, okay, is a rental unit that you can't live in. Now, that could be unattractive or that could be attractive. Now, the reason I chose the one right here that is the most attractive, there's some things in the listing. First of all, I like the price, and I like the size in relation to the relation to the price. And there's some things about the listing that I liked about it, and I thought that we could talk about it today. Now, if you've never been to Akihabara before, which and I'm not going to forget to share my tab, I'm gonna come here. We'll look at some of the pictures here on Instagram, and you can see someone's taken their Instagram Akihabara pictures because it's definitely a neighborhood in Tokyo that's in play. This is a beautiful Instagram. I think I do follow it right there. Beautiful the night pictures with that sort of pink hue. Some great Instagrammers out there right now. You can see there's like a pet or a rabbit cafe probably there in Akihabara right now, and you'll see there it's also the center, and it's been, if you didn't know, like Akihabara or Jinpocho or Konda area has really classically been the Japanese publishing business is all based in that area, and you can see here with the mangas and that it's still very definitely cultural force in Japan. Great pictures here. It's great. Although, like, if I have a criticism, there's just too many maid cafes right now in Tokyo. It's just crazy. There's these maid girl, and I like a cute girl, but they're just it's everywhere you go in the street is maids handing out stuff. That's crazy now. Anyway, Akihabara is just a great neighborhood. There looks like to be a gashapon shop there. There's a picture there for everyone to enjoy the best of Akihabara, of course. Anyway, let's cut over here to the listing, and I will not forget to share my tab. I should show you this one firstly. This was the one that was on rented land for 2,180 man, which is Nissan Hyakuhachiju Mon. Okay, and then Mon, as you know, always means four zeros. Well, we can make these pictures a little bit bigger. This is on rented land, and it at a good price. It's an older building, looks to be the mid 80s, but it's recently been refurbished. But yeah, I don't think you want to get it's been barely refurbished. What I mean is these look like an old door system. Now that could be a negative or a positive because some of the old door systems look to be very good. I like the look of this place actually, to be honest with you. But it's on rented land, and I don't think there's any reason to be involved with that. It's been renewed unit bath right there to be involved with something on rented land where you don't have any options right there. Certainly, it's not a bad suite like what looks to be the third or fourth floor right there. It's this isn't the principal listing that I wanted to look at today. But we can look at some of the details quickly here, though. You can see that it's near Suya Hirocho Station, which is really Akihabara, right in Akihabara. And the only problem I really had with this listing is all the systems in the listing are or in the apartment are working. 30 meters on the fifth floor. I was right. Built in 1975, and yeah, this is a key here. This is on rented land, so I just really don't want people to uh, get anything on rented land, and it's vacant, right? So it's interesting. Like you wonder that someone is really going to pick this up. But I guess if you don't have much money and you want to live in Tokyo, maybe this presents an option. I don't know. And I don't think like once you lived in it and they were going to develop, if they were trying to redevelop that land, I don't think they could actually kick you out of it. But again, there's just better options. Why get this when you don't have to? Anyway, we'll go back here to the top right here, and then we'll move over here to the principal listing. I will not forget to share my tab. This is a principal listing, and I liked it because uh, it's a really big balcony, which I really liked, and it's I don't know the directional of this, but usually the kind of stuff is on the top floor unit, and one of these is going to be facing south. Okay. However, this unit right now is rented, and the yield for this unit right now is according to the listing 5.1 percent. So this is going for. We'll go to the. I'll move off the bigger pictures here, and you can see the details. This is 1,850 mon, and the top floor of this building right here. And I'm guessing, just looking at the sunlight here, this could be like south. This might be south facing right here or on this side here. So it's very placed very well. That's the original layout, which I really like. It's just a one room, and it was 27 meters, which is a really nice size. I've lived in a 27-meter apartment before, and I could live in a 27-meter apartment with, like, for example, my wife, or I did, for example, with my girlfriend at the time. And when I was a younger person, it was very good. And I think when I'm an older person and my kids are gone, I can easily do that as well. So it's not, this presents, maybe this is something good for someone who just wants to pick up something right now that they can live in the future while it's rented right now. And you just would just take over the rental, the current. Let's say you're in your 40s and you didn't want to be able to live in Tokyo until your late 50s. You could get something like this, and it's basically constantly going to be rented because it's in such a great neighborhood. And you can see by the prices that the lower, the lower price bands, there's nothing really attractive. So that's an indicator of demand. Anyway, we can just keep thumbing through these pictures. There's no real good pictures of the inside of this listing, and you can take this look. You can see it's an older elevator. There's another attractive thing about this listing right now, and this is a self-managed building, and management fees are extremely low. Okay, and the last picture here is again gone. This is just a standard sort of looks. I'm going to guessing this building was built in the late 70s or the early 1980s. And this is just typical tile Genkan right there. With this is the Keiju banner of the bulletin board with the one elevator. So it's not the Taj Mahal. This is definitely the bottom end of the Tokyo market, and it's being indicated here uh, by the price and what you get with it. But I think you do get a lot with it, and you can see right here, it's really placed really well. It's 11 minutes away from the Yamanote line. It's in Taitoku, which is I'm trying to pick stuff that is really near Akihabara, that is really well placed for people. The price here is 1,850 man. And this is the rental yield right here, which is 102 mon a year, which is about 80,000 yen a month. So anyway, if you were to buy this cash, there's the yield right there, 5.51%. The thing would cash flow for itself, and you'd have a place in the future. I think this is the way that people should go to get into Japan. is to get something like this and then go and get your little countryside house uh, in a few more years after you have your first place that's already cash flowing. But that's me. I'm the Tokyo real estate man because I'm involved in Tokyo real estate. And this is the kind of listings that I like. So yeah, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get on this channel. The stuff that I like. Uh, anyhow, just going through all the, we have to assume that everything in the listing is working. One of the things I like is on the top floor, the seventh floor. I love it. South facing. I'd like to really do a video about that one time because what happens, I think in Japan in the wintertime, you get really great vitamin D because of the south facing balcony. And I used to always do a lot of sun tanning on my Shibuya apartment, which has a very long balcony and south facing, and I'd be getting lots of good vitamin D right from the sun because in the Tokyo wintertime is basically almost sunny every day. So yeah, this is great. It's a one room, 27 meter, and 27 meters in the unit, but an 18-meter balcony, which I really liked. This is always going to be rented because who wouldn't want to rent a uh, a building or apartment like this with such a great balcony? Just love this unit right here. 14 units in the building. This is a self-managed building. A Shoyuken, which is ownership. This is what you call Jishu Konri, which is a self-managed building. Now that can be a plus and a minus. I happen to think it's a plus because if you look right here on the fees every month, where are the fees is about here. This is Chintaichu, by the way, which indicates that it is rented. You'll see that the management fees for the building right here are 89.10 a month. Now these are the Conri. Now it says here for the Shuzen or repair fund, it says Nashi, okay, which could be. I'm not sure if they're splitting this up. This seems a little high, so this could be being split. Okay, this could be being split into both half and half. So, uh, for example, 45 going into the repair fund, and then another 45 for the management. I'm guessing that's the case. Okay. Anyhow, this is a really good. I just like it for a lot of reasons. Uh, one of first of all is that it's already producing money for you. This is the location right here, and I will back it up right here, and you'll see there's Akihabara Station right there, and then this is going to be Tsuruhirocho. And if you didn't know up here, this is basically Ueno Park. And I mean, we're going to push Kobini button here, and there's going to be about 20 million of them come up. Okay, you won't even see the map. There you go, right there. So the convenience stores are just basically everywhere. Supermarkets are everywhere in this neighborhood. Now, and don't forget though too that Ueno Market is there. You would want for nothing to be in this neighborhood, and it's basically you're gonna be able to perpetually rent this unit all your lifetime. Okay, so a cash move. I did a calculation that this was $110,000 or US dollars. Uh, it's going to basically perpetually be rented. Top floor, south facing unit. If you wanted to retire in Japan, this is the way to go. Easy to get to. We're here. This drops us basically here on the streets of Akihabara right there, and you can see it's in the residential. There it is. I actually dropped us right in front of the building. How rare! How rare! But there you can see this is the urban environment that you're getting involved in. Pretty big street right here, though, too. And then direct access to Narita Airport through Nippori, which is 2 stations away. So you can imagine too, if you wanted to go to Narita Airport, you could almost just take the Uber or the taxi here from your building straight to Nippori Station, which would be about maybe 1,000 or 1,500, 2,000 yen. Get straight on the station with your heavy bags and then go straight to the airport. Or you could take the taxi to like the Yamanote line and then pop over to Nippori as well. So it's really, really great airport options if you're coming to Tokyo from the outside. And you can have a look here at you can see there's some of the bigger buildings there. Uh, Redevelopment potential in this one, I don't know. It's tough to really say. You see some other older buildings right here. You still see a single, there you go. You see a house here from the 1980s. So, and this is what going to be like a $4 million, like a four. That's probably like a $4 million house right now, or $3 million house in Tokyo right now, right there. So, it's just interesting to look at all this stuff. You see, there's a gentleman right there, looks to be my age or into his 60s, I guess. There you see a very active economy here in this area. I love it. This is a great. This is my kind of unit that I really like. Okay, other things we could look at here. If you're coming from the Tokyo market and you wanted to look at a loan simulation right now, let's have a look. And I haven't looked at any of the sort of loan simulation things recently, so I wonder if the interest rates have gone up in Japan. I'm trying to share the tab here, but is it? Am I going over there? Is it? Oh, here you finally fired up. Okay, so if you're coming, you're domestically involved in or living in Japan, you can get into this apartment for 60,000 yen a month, $600. Okay, the crazy North American real estate market with bottom end units like my one here, where people have to pay like $3,500 a month. That is basically 20% of that. It's unbelievable. Your savings portion on the loan right now is 4.4. Your capital portion, your management fees, your total drag on this unit, at least at this rate here, which is zero point 0.9, calculated by Tokyo Star Ginkgo, is $150 a month. Let's move this up here though to where the I should move the price up. You don't want me moving the price up, right? There's about where the price is. I need to move up this portion. This is the Kinri, which is known as Kinri, but we can move it up here. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my God, I'm just a disaster on this computer, everyone. I have to move this down here to 1 point. I think the 35 flat right now is at what, 1 point, roughly 1.8. This is like it's going to be up and down from this number, but fairly accurate. If you're coming from the Tokyo or you're living in Japan, you're going to have to put down 500 mon, which is $50,000 or 40,000 US dollars, and your payment every month. Okay, calculated. This I'm calculating at the 35 flat. Okay, is 6.9 or 70,000 yen a month. I mean, come on. Come on. But this is for anyone that would like to purchase a unit similar to this one or a similar price to this one. This one right now is a investment unit, so it requires a probably a full-on cash purchase, which you'd skip the whole banking problem with. We or not problem, but you just don't have to pay the man. You just would get the money, and you would have. What we'd have to do is we'd have to put that money if you didn't have a Japanese bank account, it could be held by your management company and then transferred to you once or twice a year or quarterly as well. Anyhow, looking at some of the stuff in terms of price and that on the unit, this is priced at 114,000 US dollars, which is unbelievable. I think it's a screaming deal. Anyhow, uh, I'll come back here to the original picture here. Oh, that was the other one. That one is right there, the one I wanted to look at. And I will not forget to share the tab for the final port of it. Again, this is probably, we're going to guess that in this little corner right there, that might be the south-facing sort of area right there. Top floor balcony, 18 meters, 27 meter, one room. This is a great unit. Great investment unit, possibly in the future. I think you could live in it. Who knows? There could be some redevelopment potential in the future as well if the neighborhood was to group together to build a tower. But again, that's a lottery. You can't ever play for that. I've been lucky on one of my units enough to get the lottery, but like I don't think that is a good thesis for investing. I think the thesis for this one is a really nice unit on the top floor that you could live in, and while you're in the working portions of your career still, you could just keep it rented, take the cash flow, the profit that you get from it when you throw it into dividend paying stocks or something, or like that surplus every month to get something else. And then in the future, when this person moves out, you could live in the unit. I think that's the way to go. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. I better go to my to the. I invite people to follow the channel. Always like, subscribe, or make a comment so I can say hi. I respond to everyone because I get about 10 comments a week, and I'm really happy to get them all. And then this is my Instagram. Should you ever want to contact me, you could come here to my Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man or Shibuya Republic. Or I also have a website here, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. I'm not exactly sure it's always working if you use the contact box, but failing that, I do have my email there as well. Anyways, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. I should end here on my Instagram, and we'll end on the picture of the Suzuki Carry that I brought here into Vancouver. Thank you for taking the time to always follow this channel. Always a pleasure to make these videos. I'm going to make videos every day this week. いつもこのチャンネル応援とかありがとうございます。この動画で終わりです。すいません。